Who's around right now, baby, right now? Doing improv, baby, right now, now, now. Who's around right now, baby, right now? Doing improv, baby, right now, 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 now.
Тили-тили-бом, закрой глаза скорее.
Hi, welcome.
I didn't know it had a sound.
Тили-тили-бом, закрой глаза скорее.
It's a Russian lullaby. I hope everyone's feeling relaxed.
I can't see why not. I can't see why they wouldn't be feeling relaxed. I cannot see it. Welcome to our show, everybody. Healthy sleep patterns. I don't know her. LG and I were talking earlier this week about our amazingly awesome sleep patterns, both taking in the form of too much sleep and not enough sleep. And we decided to make a little show theme about it.
Pepper has absolutely nothing to do with this. Pepper is an amazing sleeper.
Oh my
Lets
goodness.
her family sleep through the night.
Yes. Yes. She is her biggest since birth. Her big goal in life has been, let me just sleep as much as I can and
Oh,
allow
sweetie.
everybody. She's a little sweetie.
She
sweeter.
showed up in my Spotify Wrapped vicariously this year, which is hilarious to me. On the left is a text that I got from Bowler. And on the right was a True Truths and a Lie that it made me play. Truth, I had Betty Bussett in there a lot.
Betty Bussett is Pepper's, I would say, still favorite song. If anyone hasn't ever listened to it, it's a great song. It's a great song. Now that I've listened to it, as Spotify has told me, 75 times.
A very reasonable 75 times.
A very reasonable 75 times. You know what? And I actually thought, I was like, wow, who's going to have higher numbers than that? And then I saw some friends with some stories that were like, they had way higher numbers on their songs on repeat. So I was like, oh, okay, we're all in the same game together.
It told me these are my top. Charlie Mountain is also known as John Allison Weiss, who's a queer trans indie singer-songwriter, but Charlie Mountain is there, like
Charlie Mountain,
like
I
super
see. Okay.
Country. Yeah,
and listen,
really interesting.
That's great. Yeah, I only got halfway through my Spotify Wrapped story. I'm gonna watch the rest of it later
because of Betty
Bussett. I just because I was just like, of course that's as many times. I'm pretty sure when we went to the Bronx, for those of you watching the show for a while, you know about our road trip show. I think we listened to that song. That could have been a good 25 times just right there, but between our two phones for sure. So it was.
Oh yeah,
we racked up both numbers. It's a great song for those of you who want to check it out. And Pepper loves it. And even now, still in the car, if she's like crying, I play that song or Edamame, and she comes right
I really thought that she was just starting to speak the lyrics to it. Okay, no.
Well, she's like, oh yeah, I know you're talking about my jams, and now she's just like playing with my phone, being like, why aren't we listening to?
Wow. She's getting her babbles are getting so.
They're so close to speak. Yeah, she says ball pretty frequently now.
Ball. You want to play ball? Play ball.
I think she's still like, other people know this word.
I
thought this was our word.
We did blow Luke's mind one day by, I don't think he realized that multiple people could know songs.
Oh, yeah.
What were we singing? We randomly burst into
the Final Countdown. And he was like,
Final Countdown.
Every adult in the room knew it and sang along, and he was just like, what in the hell? And like unprompted, like we had never heard that song before. He's like, how do you all know this? I'm pretty sure it was the Final Countdown.
It was the Final Countdown. I just couldn't remember.
Yeah, yeah, it's fun to blow kids' minds when they're just like, "How?" And you're like, "Oh no, it's not even that exciting. We just we've all just watched the same Arrested Development." It
I think it's pretty exciting.
is. It's pretty exciting. It's pretty exciting. All right, she brought up the weather. It's 61 degrees, everybody outside. If you can get outside today because today's a good
This
day.
this is not a heat map. This is a sleep map, but it looks
Whoa, look at
like
this
a
Russian
heat
Revolution.
map.
Oh, I love decolonial atlas. I can hardly
Decolon
say that.
Yes, and I think
I
that
want
this
to
is
say
even from
decolonize.
the nap ministry, which is sort of related.
Wow. Sleep
Um,
depression, prevalence of short sleep, duration sleep, under 7 hours for adults. Wow. And the percentages. Wow.
it
Oh, okay.
lines
So
up.
Rhode Island. Oh, so I'm actually doing really well for Rhode Islander.
Well, Rhode Island is pretty dark.
Yeah, Rhode
Is
Island's really
pretty
dark.
dark.
So that means,
You'll notice like if there's like I believe it's I don't know, pretty. If you put a poverty map over that, it's gonna line up pretty.
oh, I
Even
would,
in like the far,
yeah.
the delta down there in that's all farming. That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
That makes a
Look at,
lot of
wait,
sense.
can you pull up the map one more time for me?
Yeah.
I noticed that, what is it? Is that Minnesota? That is like almost all yellow.
With the two,
Above
one in the center
Iowa.
at the top and one at the center at the bottom.
Yeah, oh no, Michigan is the MIT. Michigan is the state. Yeah, I think that is Minnesota there, who's next to Wisconsin. Yeah.
Roy, help us with geography. I don't know place.
Whatever's north of Iowa and north of Missouri. It's a little yeah. Okay, well anyways, that state, wow, they get some rest there. I wonder if it's just because it's so dark or wintry or they have self-care. I don't know.
I got deep into some comments that was like, well, I mean, depending on what type of crop you're farming, you're looking at this type of day versus this type of day, and it's like, oh my god, I got a troop of a club of 4-Hers literally walked
Yeah. I mean, that is
by horseback by my house last night, so I should know this shit.
you should just by proxy. Yeah, no, I think yeah, that's a lot of my sleep deprivation is mostly about crops.
Oh, when you're up
Yep.
thinking, you're just thinking, oh wow, the yield will be.
Just thinking about the yield. Just, sometimes I just wake up thinking about the yield. No, I've actually learned some. This is not true. All of my sleep deprivation is from this this cute little son of a gun. Yeah, yeah, that's your cue.
She looks like she knows who you're talking about too right
Yeah.
now.
She's starting to learn how to mean mug, which is like a helpful skill. Yeah. Oh, now she's trying to eat my meatball. All right, we all know this game. And drop my phone. Here we go. But I've learned I actually just learned a term for one of her recent sleep patterns. Again, with the healthy sleep patterns, I don't know her. Was called split nights, which is when the baby or anybody really wakes up in the middle of the night for like a few hours and is just awake. And it usually happens for like a few days in a row. And boy, oh boy, does it. It did. It happened. It happened for a while.
I'm on one of those right now. I am attempting to not take a huge nap. So because I have my days and nights turned around right now. I'm not drunk slurring my words. I'm just very tired.
Yeah, it's a real thing. So I've been like so deep into reading about like sleep patterns and stuff like that recently because sometimes when you've been up for 4 hours in the middle of the night, well, you get into some reading.
Well, that's what our founding founders used to do. Biphasic sleep. Are you feeling a little biphasic, or is it just
that's what biphasic means.
That's what biphasic means. It means that when we didn't used to have access to electricity whenever we wanted it and light whenever we wanted it, you'd go to bed early and then wake up. If you went to bed at like 7 o'clock and woke up at 11 or 12, you could have like a literal midnight snack.
A little midnight snack, yeah. And then get back to bed. Yeah, I've read about that too. That like humans are much more evolved to like
biphasic,
to be biphasic. I mean, again, branding on this show, than monophasic. Yeah. So that is interesting. Yeah, and so it was. But this post had all. Look at this. That's a great clock. yeah, the post had a lot of interesting stuff, and I was like, wow, I wish I read this earlier because I was just like, why am I failing? Because
Oh.
it's hard not to feel as the parent, like hard not to feel like you're failing at the sleep schedule because there is a misconception that you're supposed to be able to teach your baby to sleep. And I've recently learned that that is not a thing. So, but there's so much out there to learn as a parent, which is, it's interesting that, like we emphasize so much in school about learning so many other like things that you don't use in life, and then there's so many things that we don't learn. And I feel like, you know how they have marriage classes? I don't know if you've ever heard of those. I'm not a firm believer in those anyways, but I wish that they had more parenting classes standardized. Like I wish there was like a thing of like, okay, you are going to become a parent. Okay, here are these courses you need to complete. Like instead of like, I know like, you know, checkups are good if you're a pregnant person, but like, you know, give me some like something to read.
Yeah.
Like,
Give me something to read so that I'm not doing my own research on a Facebook group.
yes, 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 yes.
Not that there's
So
not a lot of, community to be found in the internets. I mean, my
there
God, me
is.
this year.
There is. Yeah, and I've
But
learned a lot from other moms who've gone through it. Like I actually had a really great conversation recently with my friend Alicia, who just reached out after I posted about something about like not sleeping, and she was like, "Baby sleep stuff is complicated," and I was like, "Yeah, let's talk about it." She actually ended up
oh,
hiring a sleep consultant, a baby sleep consultant, to get her through some hardships that she was going through. And yeah, it is a lot, but that's why they have baby sleep consultants, because it's not like a thing. It sounds like a thing that should be like, we treat parenting as like, oh, you just have the instinct that if you have a child in your life, suddenly you'll just know how to do everything. And it's like, no, that's why they have babysitting classes, like very standard. Like if you're gonna become a
I,
babysitter, you get like take classes to become a babysitter, like
I
as a
should
teen.
take. Uh-oh.
I
I
know,
need.
no, you're a great babysitter.
Oh, thank.
But
I'm
like they have those, but they
gonna.
don't have as many. I think they do have parenting classes, but why aren't they
They
more
do, but they tend to be
standard?
very basic things and sort of talk downy. I don't know. The ones that I have seen in my social work capacity, former social work
Yeah,
capacity, tended to be quite limited, and sort of no matter who the audience was, the same spiels were given the same way, and it's usually uh, uh, lower income families, not great insurance, and they're like, "Well, we'll give you a bunch of this stuff and send you out the door." And it's like, "Well,
yeah,
don't talk to me like I'm not about to have a child. Talk to me
right.
like I need some advice and need practical things."
And I would say the same for fur babies as well. There is so much that I did not know. I've had cats. This is my second round of cats. I had 2 cats earlier in my life, and then I had 1 cat now. And there's so much that I just didn't know about cats, and like until I read a book about cats, and then I was like, oh, why don't they tell you this at the shelter when you're going to buy the like adopt the cat? Why aren't they just like, here's some tips of what you need to know about having a cat? Because they just think that they're like, oh, if you want the cat, you probably already know about it. Like, I don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, there's real estate courses. Like, give us, if you're caring for a living creature, give me a class in that.
Yeah.
Personally, I have a minor in Western Civ. I don't use that. I would have used a minor in taking care of small creatures. Like that could have
Yeah.
been.
Plants have little tags on them that tell
Plants
you
have
when
tags.
to water them.
Plants have tags on them. Plants have tags on them.
Plants have
Yes,
tags on them.
I totally agree. I totally agree. Um, yeah, second round of cats is on the house. Yeah, yeah. There's so much stuff that I wish I knew from my first round of cats, and then now and I'm like, oh wow, that wasn't, because you're just doing the best you can, but like, there's so much stuff that you wish that you knew, even for plants. How many plants I've killed in the past before? I'm like, oh, apparently this is a kind that you don't. Plants that I've killed.
No, that phase is for me. Aloe I can do, which is, I don't know.
I have a dying
Looking
aloe
around
right
for-
now, but I think we left it out in the cold air too long. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
fine.
and I guess there's research available and stuff. There's books and stuff, but you know what I mean? Like it's just plants have tags. I'm Roy, tag fan. Yeah. How else do you learn?
Do you remove tags? Do you remove the tags that say that you shouldn't remove them under penalty of, I was going to say death, but law,
It's
like
not
a mattress.
It's the mattress. That is just for the seller. Sellers of the mattress can't remove the tag. Once you bring that mattress home, you can't remove the tag.
I understand. That's good to know.
Yeah.
I'm going to just isolate this comment and take it out of context.
Yeah, that's going to be repeated. That's the line that's going to get repeated in lines from the chat later.
Yeah. I've killed so many myself.
Yes.
Just gonna keep this here.
Yeah.
I have I wanted to show you of something that speaking of killing things, this is another one of the John McNaughton paintings. This has not been touched, but I did get the idea. I didn't realize that there's websites full of, there's like blogs of people that just Photoshop this guy's paintings. Like, for example, somebody did this. I love it. Look at this, Putin on a horse.
Can I ask, this guy, he paints these for real, right? Is that right?
This guy, John McNaughton, these are serious paintings. These are serious.
So this guy is like a Trump fan, really painting these paintings.
Yeah.
And then people
again, this is the original.
Wow, what is he supposed to be painting under there?
I don't know. I mean, there were some really great ones, some really great not safe for work ones as well. This one is teaming up with J.K. Rowling, the Christmas pig.
Wow.
This is the one from our bumper, which I just love. I made this one this morning, and my mom, I think, heard of me laughing at my own jokes. I think you did not want to explain this, but
yes.
Jess, what an entrance! I hope that you came in on American Goatsy, and I will not explain.
That's right, Peps. Well, I think we're ready to play our first game, which is called Cry It Out. So for those of you who don't know, Cry It Out. Oh, what a nice slap in the face you just gave me.
Oh no, not really. Oh, what is this?
Yeah.
Pepper.
Yeah. Cry It Out is one Bob Ross Trump.
Oh no, Bob Ross Trump.
Oh boy.
All right, so take two, not being hit in the face. Cry it out.
Oh yeah. Oh, So Cry It Out is one of the many sleep training techniques that are out there for babies. And this is another one that I researched down a rabbit hole. This one was invented in the 1890s.
Oh, that sounds like it's got to be good and healthy.
So yeah, I mean, from what I've researched, it's interesting, the background of it, but the one real quick background of it, because I don't want to, I know people use it and I don't want to disparage it because everyone gets to choose what they want to use for their own parenting choices. But
I'm a parenting expert, by the way.
Right. Exactly. Hi, thank you for doing my hair. And it was invented in the 1890s, and the doctor that invented it, also, this is a funny story about this doctor, quote unquote, invented the medical records. So, but this is where I put quote unquote on, is because he worked at this hospital. So these five female nurses, really wanted to create a baby-focused hospital in their area in Rochester, New York, because there was a lot of 1890s, a lot of babies were dying, just like sick babies all the time, right? So they really wanted to create a really focused baby hospital. So these women banded together. They actually bought a building, like they found like a space. It was like an old, some sort of house. I forget what kind it was, but they bought a space. Yeah, nurses. They banded together. They had these patients, right? And and then they also like recruited doctors to work. So one of the doctors was this person that invented Cry It Out. And these nurses also, they would have a dedicated clipboard for each patient, leave it at the end of their bed, and they would write notes about the patient on there. And so that way, when the next nurse came on duty, they'd have all the notes about that patient on that patient's bed.
They started that? That's pretty
They started at this hospital. And this doctor, though, is credited as starting the medical records because he observed the nurses putting the notes on the clipboard and thought, oh, I'll add my notes to that, thus inventing the medical record. And I was like reading this like, I was like,
Cry it out!
he didn't invent it. He didn't invent it.
Of course, it started with nurses doing actual work that like revolutionized continuity of care.
Many nurses are watching. They're like, yeah, this is par for the course. Yeah, like, yeah. I was like, no, those nurses invented the medical records. Those nurses invented it. And he's like, well, I observed it, and then I put my notes on it, and then I invented the medical record. I was like,
no. Oh,
yeah.
We have a great idea from Jess Bowler. You've got to start a podcast like Maintenance Phase, but it's about parenting techniques. Maintenance Phase, great podcast.
I don't know what Maintenance Phase is as a podcast.
I really like it. It has started showing up in like sort of like I don't know, body positivity, fat.
Oh yeah,
bodied ableism sort of things. Maybe I don't know. Jess Harris might be.
I'm into that genre. Well, I'm gonna look it up, Jess Harris. And
yeah, I don't know why I always have to say your first and last names too. And
yes,
Roy,
they did start watching
what I was
called infection around them. Yes, Roy. Yes, that's true. And this doctor was a big proponent of this. And one of the things he wanted to do to help stop infections in babies was he also encouraged moms not to pick up their babies as much and not to play with them as much during the day, because then they would transfer less germs. And that's where Cry It Out got invented, was that leave them to cry so that they could develop their lungs better. Because if babies who don't cry enough don't develop their lungs enough. Since been disproven babies can develop their lungs without crying as much, but that was his doctor's intent, was if we let babies cry more during the day and during the night, if we don't touch them as much, they won't get as many germ opportunities to get transferred. And if they cry a lot, they'll get their lungs developed more. But this is the guy who invented the medical record. So anyway,
I mean, okay, I'm starting to think of who the nurses were that were
they were unnamed. They were unnamed in this thing that I read. And I mean, I probably could do some more research to find them. But they were unnamed. These 5 women that clearly invented the baby hospital. He's credited with invented the first baby hospital. So he's credited with the baby hospital. And I was like, but why? How come this person who wrote this article isn't putting this together? That like the woman bought the building,
sounds
the woman started it, the woman recruited the doctor, the woman read the. I was like,
perfectly par for the course. I once worked with a psychiatrist, an elder care psychiatrist in group therapy, very, very, very renowned. I trained under, who after like 2 DSMs passed when 2 diagnostic and statistical manuals passed when PDNOS, personality disorder not otherwise specified, existed. Like it had not existed for 2 different iterations of this manual.
Yeah.
He would diagnose bad group members as having PDNOS to be like, well, she's kind of a bitch. She's going to mess up the group dynamics. And I flipped out on him. I was not very happy. He remembered my name after that, which was pretty good for a psychiatrist. But that's what I think of when I think of.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put.
So far, I've been unimpressed by psychiatrists that I have had to interact with, but I'm sure they're not all bad. I'm sure some of them are great.
You know what that makes me want to do?
What's that?
Cry it out.
Cry it out. That's right. Let's play our game. So in Cry It Out, we're going to play this guessing game in which LG is going to be put into the site-proof booth. I am going to get some demands from the audience of what LG actually wants to have, and then I am going to whine and complain until LG can guess my demands. So so the demands are for me. So audience, what we need from you is we need some suggestions of some demands that I am making of LG, and then I am going to cry and whine my way through these demands until LG can guess exactly what it is that I want from them. LG, this is very similar to parenting. I'm just going to tell you that much right now.
Me being on my phone distracted so I don't look at the thing, and
that's exactly right. Yes, that is exactly. That's it. That's it in a nutshell. That's it in a nutshell.
I have to go.
All right, so LG is already in the site-proof booth. So audience, if you have any ideas for some demands, you can make them as ridiculous as you want. Some things that I am demanding from LG, I'm going to grab anywhere from 1 to 3 of them that Are you? Yeah, I see the pig on the camera. Are you even looking for it? You're not even looking. You don't even know what you're showing us. Well, gee,
I can actually no. I'm in the thing. I can see that
Oh.
there are 3. Oh wait, I shouldn't be looking at your
Get
comment.
out of here.
No. I got distracted. Okay.
Click off. Click off.
I'm in another tab. I'm in another tab.
You're in a tab. I trust you. Okay. All right. So audience, I'm going to this hyper specific one. This is one of the ones we're going to choose. And pardon me, audience, while I write this down so that I don't forget what it is. Because this is great. This is great. They're never gonna guess this one.
I'm looking at Everything Bagel the musical, written by Justin Jaybird Hebert.
It's gonna be a great musical. Jaybird, if you're watching this, you let me know if you want some help. I've written musicals in the past, and I'm ready to help you anytime you want. All right, so that is one of them that we are going to pick. I'm also gonna pick. Oh, well, where'd it go? Oh man, they're coming in so fast. Okay, I'm also gonna pick this one from Roy. That is gonna be great. All right, so this is our second one, and then I also. Oh, I just need to know. I'm not picking this one. I am not picking this one, but I needed to highlight this one because it's really funny. But I can't.
Can you try to remember what it is for after and tell me what it was?
I absolutely will try my best. I don't even know. I love it. I love it, Jordan, but I just can't. But this is the third one I'm going to pick. Yeah, and that was going to be. It's great. Okay, you need to hold that pen. I see. Well, it's okay. We don't need to write anything. We got it. Okay, audience, what I need from you now is to flood our chat with some emojis so that we can bring LG back from the Site-Proof booth so that they can come and guess these things. And just while we have a minute, Roy, these are great. Wait till you go back up and scroll. You're gonna see some great things. I'll bring them up later.
Okay.
Recently, the baby has learned how to click and unclick pens to get the ink out. So for a while, she's always been interested. She wants to mimic, wants to do whatever we're doing, and which is just a developmental thing. That's what baby's supposed to do. And so she likes to pretend to write. And for a while, I used to just like unclick the pen so that she could pretend to write on the paper. But then she was like, "This isn't doing it." And so she figured out how to click the thing out. So clever. And I mean, I inadvertently taught her because I would just do it in front of her, just click it quick and give her the pen. And now she's
you
like,
have smart kids.
Great. Yeah, unfortunately. All right. Well, you can come on back from our Site-Proof booth. Thank you, Jordan, for flooding it with what on my end looks like rectangles. Just a bunch of rectangles. I need like an Android translator.
I still can't see the comments, but I also it did register as soon as you said it. Like, oh yeah, she's gonna bring stuff up on screen. Whoops. Well,
are you back now? You're back from the Site-Proof booth.
I'm back from the Site-Proof booth.
Flooded. The comments are totally flooded with some great emojis, like this one, which I can't see. I don't know what it is.
I can see that one. That's a laughy cryy.
Oh, all right. What is this one?
Laughy cryy.
Oh, I see what Jordan has done here. Is this one also?
Laughy cryy.
Okay. And then Roy, this is the only ones I can see. The only ones I can see.
Those are I would like to try to get it would be a game unto itself to get me to try to name all those. Let's not do that.
All right. Well, LG, I am ready for to wind my way through this.
Oh, you okay? All right. Bring it in.
I just don't feel good, and I want to feel better.
Yep. Okay, you don't feel well. And you want to feel better.
I won't feel well. I want to feel better, and I need you to help me.
You know what? Yes, you are so right. I am here. I want to get you whatever I can get you.
I need soothing.
You need soothing. Tea, like a hot tea,
No, hot tea. I don't want hot tea. I want to feel like I'm getting soothed, but in my belly.
Oh, you are having some tummy troubles today.
Yeah.
Huh? Is it
Yeah.
Yeah, you period? Is that? Did
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Oh,
Yeah. Possibly. Honestly, I feel like I have that kind of need of like I need just sweetness. I need softness. I need just dairy.
You are the all cheese diet is a risk.
It is, and I've actually sworn off most cheeses unless they're like soft and spreadable. Then fine. But all other cheeses are just like the hard ones are just too firm for me, and I don't want them. I also want it to be sweet, though. I don't want it to just be like a savory cheese. I want sweet.
Yeah, sweet and savory, just like you, sweet and savory.
Like me.
Yeah.
Yes. I want it to be so soft. I want it to be so soft that I'm eating it and I'm thinking, oh, is this like cashmere? You know, it's so smooth.
Your mouth is holding up remarkably well, I have to say.
Thank you. My mouth is holding up well. Thank you for noticing. Finally.
I'm so sorry. It was just because it's holding up so well that I didn't think to. I can't tell that anything is wrong in there. Your teeth are all there, right?
What's that? I'm sorry. I heard a bunch of wagging paper in my ear.
Your teeth are all there, right?
My teeth are well, I've had actually real talk. I've had 11 teeth removed out of my mouth over the course of time. But I look like I got a full mouth.
You look like you got a full mouth. You must have an extraordinarily
decent amount
large
of
palate. A small palate.
I do. I've got a very, some might say too small. My dentist included.
My dentist also. I had a palate expander. Real talk.
Wow. Wow, that sounds painful. I don't want anything that painful. I want real comfort. I want smoothness.
You want soft and silky. Would you are we talking like, you know, like peanut butter from a 20-ounce soda bottle just squeezed down the gullet?
I like where you're going with this, but no. I think it would just be that would just be too much smooth. I want something that is sweet. I also want to feel like I might be allergic to it, but hopefully not eat the allergic kind.
You want, oh yeah, oh sweetie, oh you want the anaphylaxis.
I don't. So that's the thing is I don't want to go into anaphylaxis.
No,
EpiPens are expensive. I want it while I'm eating it. I want to be like, will this give me it? But if it's actually made, depending on how it's made, you can actually make it in a.
You know, I just learned that lobsters scream when they die, and most shellfish and octopods as well. So if does that make you whine more?
Have you ever seen them cook lobsters on Top Chef? They are alive. They take them and they rip them in half. They don't even. I've always learned about like boiling first, or like you stick a knife through their brain first to like kill them. But they just rip them in half first as like the way to kill them, I guess. To cook them. I was like, oh, is that how chefs are? Oh, gee, but chefs got no time. Top Chef's
got no time.
That's unrelated. Anyways, let's get back. I crave something that could be gotten on a national level, but also retrieved locally. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, you sugar pie, honey bun, honey. Speaking of honey, that is, you know, great for allergies. So whatever I get for you, take it with honey for allergy purposes.
Back to the parenting podcast, babies can't have honey for the first year, but then after that, you can introduce them to it.
For realsies?
Don't you wish you knew that? Okay.
I do. I just ate so much honey.
Why don't they send you a list of what plants cats can't eat? But when you get the cat, why don't they send you that list? Anyways, unrelated. Back to
Do you have an alien growing in your stomach? Not like a human child, but like a literal alien?
No, I don't have that. That's ridiculous. I want something a little bit more normal. I am in the mood. I am in the mood for something like, let's say, you know what I want to do? I want to go to Providence Place Mall and I want to check out some of the anchor restaurants and I want to see what kind of things they offer because I feel like one of their anchor restaurants is going to offer something that is just partial dairy.
I feel like I might need to get you over to the Cheesecake Factory where
I would
they.
love. Yes.
Yeah,
I
would
love
that
to go
make
to
it
the
better
Cheesecake
for
Factory.
you?
I would love to go to the Cheesecake Factory, but only if they have a very specific kind of cheesecake there because I don't want just any cheesecake. So because regular plain cheesecake doesn't do it for me.
No.
I want to look at this cheesecake and be like, what is this? Christmas? What is this? Why is it so beautifully colored? And also, why is it so smooth? Oh my goodness, this first bite tastes like a very soft fabric. And
yeah, of course.
yes, and it should be named after that because it's just so
Satin,
soft and smooth. Just so soft and smooth.
satin peanut butter. Wow, smoothie, smooth on smooth.
I've had their satin peanut butter wow smoothies
because
and
they have everything. The menu's
they do
80
have
pages
everything.
long.
They do have everything, yeah. And it wasn't as good as what you thought. You would think satin smooth peanut butter smoothies would be like, oh, these are really good. Lacking.
You gotta the kit decorators Argyle patterning.
Yeah. I just want to say too, because you know me and you know my real life, some of my real life medical stuff. I want to feel like I could be allergic to this, and I am. Like it's probably how they make it. I probably am allergic to it.
It's that red 40. It's you gotta have a red. You've got a red. You cherry.
No,
cherry
I don't want
cheesecake?
cherries. I
No.
do not want cherries.
No,
I
that's
want
right.
it to be chocolatey, but mysteriously red.
Like
but
a red velvet cheesecake?
Yes, that's I would
I'm
love.
gonna get you. How could I? Oh my gosh, I've touched so many velvet art pieces just hanging around your house. I should have known that you'd want to put that inside your mouth.
I do. Yes. You've seen my velvet Elvis. You probably haven't seen the parts I've chewed of it, though. You know what I mean? So, okay, listen.
Whatever you got to do for like a
few more
sensory distraction.
Yeah, speaking of sensory distractions, I have a lot of tension. I have a lot of tension in my head, and I need help with that.
Oh, yeah.
And the chairs at the mall don't do it.
No, you got it. I mean, I used to live in Coventry, and I gotta say the old oh boy, that place with the peg game, the Cracker Barrel, those big Adirondack rocking chairs out front. Not bad for lumbar support.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, I spend a lot of hours in a day in a rocking chair. You know, and I feel like I've had enough rocking. I need something for me. I need like hands-on. I need a hands-on soothing.
I mean, I was gonna suggest massage, but if you want like a chair, like a chair, I mean that's fine.
I'm open to massage. I just don't want to. I don't want it to be on my chair parts.
Because of the headache.
Right. So it's just I feel like a massage focus on my chair parts aren't gonna decrease the tension where I need it.
But you do need a chair. Right?
No. I don't even know. I mean, I probably would sit down. Maybe lay down, but it's not I don't want it like everywhere that's right now touching the chair that I'm in. I don't want those parts massaged.
Of course not. I don't know.
I don't want a chair parts massage.
Do you ever brush your teeth? Have you brushed your teeth lately though? I mean, they've got like Quip Supersonic. I mean, that could help. I mean, sometimes when I've got a migraine.
I have brushed my teeth. I brushed my teeth this morning, and I'll do it again later today.
But that's not going to help you with your headache.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm just throwing ideas at you now. What I need to do is be more helpful.
No. I need my headache to go away, I'm feeling a lot of tension, and I just
I can see.
yeah.
We're getting ahead of ourselves. I think
Chloe, all you need to know is that I do not want a chair parts massage. I want none of the parts that touch chair to be massaged right now. That's not what
of course I wasn't suggesting that. I
No.
was not suggesting that at all. Chair parts massage. Sometimes, is there any particular, like Mitsubishi has
Mhm.
has famous cars.
Yeah.
Is there
No.
like a related uh, Phrenology is a great album and
By
a
the Roots.
great album by the Roots.
Mhm.
Bad racist eugenicist social practice. However, maybe just the head massage.
A head massage is good, but like specifically, like I want a certain kind of head massage that's really focused on this very specific part of the head.
Do you want like a Knights Templar Holy Grail?
You're very close, but I don't want anything touching my face. Like a head massage would be fine, but I don't want anything touching my face. So I really just want it to be in a specific part of my head. Yeah, I want a massage wherever hair grows, but not in my chair parts. I don't want.
Hair grows in your chair parts. I'm glad that you specified.
That's no. So that's I don't want because I've got hair growing in a few places in my body, and not.
What about like a cap based? If I could rig it, a cap based massager for your very bad headache.
Yeah, I mean that would work. That would work. That would.
Is that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Made by Hitachi.
Yeah, and made by Hitachi. Yeah, that's you know what that's it. That's basically it. That's basically it. That's basically it.
They're trying to rebrand. Oh.
We're trying to rebrand. Yeah, rebrand.
Yeah.
One last thing.
Yeah. One last thing. While I'm at the mall.
While you're there, I feel like I need a bit of like uplifting, some buoyancy, some like wow, that gross. That's Jordan, that's where my chair parts are. We've been over this. Not in the chair part.
Let it grow, I say.
But it's okay. Okay, anyways.
Makes for a better massage.
My last thing, you know that I love sculpture.
Sculpture minor, right?
It was my minor. It was my minor in college. The minor I chose, not Western Civ, the minor that was imposed. Thank you, Providence College, for that rhyming skill. That's the one thing I learned from the Western Civ minor, was that one rhyming bit, imposed and chose.
There once was a woman from Pawtucket.
Yes. Anyways, I am in the mood for a sculpture, but I want it to be light. I want it to be airy. I want it to feel, but I also want it to feel like the air is trapped. You know, I want to look at it and be like, wow, that air is trapped.
Yeah.
But it almost looks like more like it's like a piece composed of itself. You ever have that?
Have you ever been to the Big E, the Eastern States Exposition?
No, but I'm very interested.
I just have to, I'm sorry to interrupt, but the butter sculptures, watching them do those, heavenly experience.
Wow.
Heavenly. Oh my God.
Yes. I mean, I love good butter sculpture. I would love to see a butter sculpture, but it's not what I'm in the mood for.
Right. Of course not. No, that was just a random aside.
But like, you know, a pumice stone sculpture would be like in line, but not exactly right. It needs to be more uplifting, more air, more.
I want to pump your tires. I want to put wind in your sails. I want to
that very like that. You're on the right. I feel like,
but the whipped cream.
What did you say about butt whipped cream? I think we've been on. I listen. That's for the chair parts. The chair parts, honestly, I'll send a note to Bagley later and I'll be like, can we do some butt whipped cream chair part massage?
I am still working on your family crest. I'll make
Thank
sure.
you. Thank you. But just anyways, because we've been over this. This is the past shows. Catch up on the history, everybody. If you don't understand these callbacks, you haven't watched enough shows.
We all anal.
I want it to I just want to look at this sculpture and feel uplifted. And also feel like it looks like a small parts made to resemble the whole, like made up of like
a crush. Yeah.
Welcome, Trevor.
Hey, Trevor.
Welcome, Trevor, to the show. Oh, wait, can we just play what Trevor missed with that? What's your opening little beat with the sound with the can you bring up our Russian lullaby, Trevor? We just got to catch you up real quick.
Don't be fooled by this good-looking cat. I'm still Trevor from the chat. Hey,
All right, what am I supposed to bring up?
The Russian lullaby, but also that. You didn't do anything.
Тили-тили бом, закрой глаза скорее. Тобой крадется он и вот-вот поймает.
Trevor, you're completely caught up now.
Yeah.
Completely. But Roy, that is a good clue. And also this one.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Mel Brooks I would take a pie in the face from Mel Brooks. That would really lighten me up. He's got a book coming out. I don't know if that's.
I don't know anything about Mel Brooks's book, but
the pie, the cream pie, the cloud, like, hey, look at my.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I don't want that. With the red velvet cheesecake, I'm going to have enough of the cream desserts. Anyways, and if I need more, I'll ask Bagley. Listen, this is. Sorry. I'm back in. Have you ever seen the movie Up?
Oh my God, yes. Yes, I have. That dog fucks me right up every time. Hello, I have just met you and I love you. Yes.
Yeah.
Hello, I've just met you and I love you. You could do helium. That might really lift you up, huh?
Oh, I'm into helium. I'm into helium.
Yeah.
I'm into regular air. I'm into any kind of trapped air. I love trapped air.
Could I interest you in a balloon animal? Would that make you?
I love balloons. I don't like the animal part.
Ooh,
I just want it to be. I love balloons. I would look at balloons on balloons on balloons on balloons. If you could form the balloons.
Wouldn't you like to ride in my beautiful balloon?
I don't want to ride anywhere. I just want to look at balloons, and I want to look at so many balloons that I'm like from far away. I'm like, is that more balloons? Like, I just want so many balloons, but only if they could be shaped into a shape that I really love.
I mean, yeah, I
really love balloons.
You do love balloons. Could I get you because money's no object here. The government gives me millions and millions of dollars a month for disability.
Well, as they should, because that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Thanks, Obama.
Yeah, I mean you've earned it.
I would like
by being alive.
Yeah, I would like to use my aliveness to craft you a field of balloons. Could some of them be in the shape of Pepper and Bowler and Bagley and Luke and Cookie?
That's gonna just bring me back to that's because I can look at them a lot. I want it to look like I want to look at balloons, and I just want to know that I'm looking at just balloons, even though they're shaped to be something. Because I want it to be like a microcosm. Have you ever seen a four made out of other fours?
Yes.
I want that essence.
What if, like, from far away, it looks like from close up, it just looks like a bunch of balloons, but from far away, it's like, hey, I'm a butthole, like a balloon knot, like a balloon knots, like right, but from far.
I know that wasn't a suggestion, but honestly, that would satisfy me. So yeah, that would be fine. Yeah, I'll take that. I'll take that. Yeah, I'll take it. That's great. That's great.
Oh, I see so close. What was it if that wasn't it?
Okay, let me just show you. Okay, so this is the one. What is the one you got? You got the red velvet cheesecake from the Cheesecake Factory. Scalp massage.
Scalp massage.
Scalp. Well, you said cap, and I was like, you're close. And then also a balloon sculpture in the shape of larger balloons.
Oh, that's so hard. Oh, yes.
Yeah. You were right there. But honestly, balloon sculpture in the shape of butthole, you're not, that's like, it's very, so close. So close. Yeah, the parts are the whole. Yeah. I'm part of a whole. Like, you get it.
Too late to get that on a t-shirt? Too late to get that tattooed on my body?
Oh, Chloe thought this whole time we were playing lines from the chat. Yeah, no, that's.
I mean, I could have. I was hoping the chat was instrumental in me getting anything close to those correct.
Yes. Yeah, no, the chat was really helpful.
Thank you for helping me cry it out.
Well, I mean, that was a great guessing game.
That was a great
really
guessing
fun
game.
To play. I had a blast playing that with you.
I love doing that. We got to play IRL. We got to play not a guessing game together, but we got to play do real IRL improv, which made
we did. And speaking of real in life improv, I want to take the last few minutes. I want to plug some of the Pig shows that we have this weekend. Because Pig is back in real life. We're in virtual space here, and who's around. We're also in and there's actually more virtual content coming soon too, just to keep up this fun stuff. But in real life, there are shows Friday and Saturday, 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. And LG, I've heard, is making an appearance on the Saturday, 7 p.m. because LG is joining the house team Space Trash.
Space Trash! Boom, 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 boom.
Which is really awesome.
I'm very, very happy.
I'm very happy
Very
too.
excited.
And I just want to, because I'm going to brag on your behalf, because I don't know if you brag enough about yourself, but LG is so good at improv that they were doing just their own improv, doing this show, jumping into short form, that when Space Trash was like, we need another player, they were like, let's grab LG. So, I mean, that says something right there. I'm just going to point that out, that they could have reached out to not just anybody, because you have to have certain kind of qualifications, but still they were like, let's grab LG.
You have to be vaccinated.
You have to be vaccinated.
Thank you, Bull, for that.
Well, I'm serious. Not just everybody gets grabbed onto a house team, and so I'm really proud of you. And yes, we just need to show these, because this is really true. That
I can't wait.
LG
I've seen who my teammates are, and I'm very excited. They're gonna let me do one. We're gonna do a good old fashioned montage, and then I'm gonna take some time to learn their form.
Yes, because that
so stoked.
A deconstruction form, deconstructive. Yeah, that's gonna be really fun. I think you're gonna be great. It's a great team. You're gonna have so much fun, and I can't wait to see you. IRL. You know, when I have babysitter coverage, because somebody doesn't sleep.
That doesn't sound right at all.
No. Anyways, if you want to know more about all the things I've recently researched about sleep patterns, you can send me a DM.
You can play Betty Bussett.
You can play Betty Bussett. That works. Highly recommend that song.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yes. Well, that is for, there is going to be Die Hard from Memory at the 9 p.m. on Saturday show. So Saturday is going to be a lot of hits. But also, I want to plug too, Bagley's in the 7 o'clock on Friday show too. So, oh yes, and Roy and my Level 1 Showcase are this weekend too. Let's just bring that up too. So Chloe and Roy's Level 1 Showcase. So it is a jam-packed weekend. Packed with Jam. I believe Dutch Angles is also performing. I'm now not remembering all of them. Yes. So I feel bad for the ones I didn't plug, but hey, come see the shows this weekend. They're going to be great. And thank you everybody for joining us on your breaks. And Trevor said it best, great show. Great show.
And
all right.
Thank you, Bowler, for all those nice things. And I can totally...
Тили-тили-бом, закрой глаза.